Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm here with another video again, and just to send, Hassan Piker got a 7-day ban for calling the defenders of the government watch list pigs. I mean, okay, so we can see right now, there was this clip of Hassan coming out, right, where he basically just calls Zionist, rapid ultra Zionist, like pigs and stuff like that. Which again, in my opinion, I don't think that's like a bannable offense. So just look at what Israel is doing right now with their apartheid state. They're literally forcing people out of their houses in the West Bank and claiming that it is a certain group that is affiliated in Gaza. I mean, with Hamas, I mean, there's not even Hamas isn't even in the West Bank at all whatsoever. So the fact that they're literally just using that as an excuse to kick people out is insane. So the fact that he calls like these ultra Zionist pigs, I completely understand. Like that is you cannot just force people outside of their homes, and you can't just bomb people indiscriminately in Gaza and just say like, "Oh, it's a bunch of T words that are doing this." Like, no, it's not. It's not. Like, it's very obvious that this is asymmetrical warfare on a civilian population. It is very obvious. They used Epstein as a Mossad asset to essentially blackmail a lot of politicians into these like weird freaking you know, getting into these sexually compromised positions with girls who were more than likely minors, right? And he was all a part of their operation. You saw, Ehud Barak, one of the former prime ministers of Israel, literally going in and out of Jeffrey Epstein's place. And Jeffrey Epstein had the inner workings of the Trump's first term in the White House, right? I mean, I'm sure he even tried to give him like a freaking position in his government because he had so much like freaking blackmail on him. But yeah, I mean, the fact that you have Zionism at its core is essentially a top-down imposed structure, right? Zionists own much of the media. They own many of the new social media platforms, like Larry Ellison when he bought CBS News and TikTok, right? Just to reframe it back to make Israel look significantly better, right? I mean, you had so many things, right? And they were afraid that the narrative would shift and people would finally see how these people are really like. But again, I'm just glad that people's eyes are finally turning about how the situation really is. I mean, Hassan didn't even say anything really that bad. I mean, people have said worse things on Twitch than that. I mean, to literally call Zionism, which is a political movement, calling those people like pigs is not at all like a bad thing to call people, right? I mean, those guys literally take homes. They say it's okay to bomb innocent men, women, and children, right? I mean, they're okay with bombing like civilians en masse, starving them, right? I mean, people often say like, oh, well, they're living in some food trucks in. No, yeah, sure, they're living in some food trucks, but they're making sure that it goes well below the line where they can actually functionally operate, right? It's well below their required calories per day that they're allowing them. They're giving them just enough so that they can't just to say that they gave them something, but not enough for them making any sizable like difference in their lives, right? That's why when you go to any third party organization like the UN or Amnesty International, right? I mean, you have them literally stating that what's going on there is literally a G word and a starvation crisis. I mean, it is insane. The fact that we're here in the year 2026, it is February of 2026, and that we actually think that these people are anything other than like just insane, gross, grotesque. I mean, you can find them selling like a bunch of land, right? And like New York and stuff like that, synagogues, where they're basically allowing settlers to buy land of former Palestinian villages. And not only just Muslims, also Christians as well, right? I mean, they're trying to completely shift the framework, right? And it's it's just unfortunate seeing an entire people group going through this, right? Although I understand many other people groups have gone through this, but again, this is something that's within our control, right? I mean, you literally had George H.W. Bush when Israel was trying to go into Gaza, he was like, "Hey, man, damn thing's looking at a freaking Holocaust. Get out of there!" And you know what happened? The Israeli troops and they pulling out their forces outside of Gaza, and this was the '90s. So the president does have a lot of leeway in what he can do. He's just choosing not to do it, and at the end of the day, this is going to put America and Americans as a whole into significant risk because what's going to happen when you literally victimize an entire group of people that are going to end up attacking you, right? And this is unfortunate because I don't want to see anybody get hurt, right? And I don't like I'm against any hatred or anything like that. Most of the people that even pose this agenda, right? or even talk about it. They're literally just paid grifters or shills, right? They couldn't make it in any other industry, so they decided to do this. I mean, just look at Ben Shapiro, right? He was a failed screenwriter, and like he's literally so pro-Israel, and that guy is literally insane. Like the fact that he like, I know for a fact he hates Muslims, right? He does not like Muslims, right? He thinks they're all like a bunch of terrorists who should freaking just like disappear off the face of the earth. And again, like I think a comedian actually said this one time, and he was actually pretty spot on. Um, this will end up putting a lot more people in danger and at risk over time than it will end up helping anybody. I mean, you can't just reduce everything to rubble, end up kicking people out of their houses, and they eventually not do something back. Like, that's insane. Like, you can't just victimize an entire group of people and then not do anything, right? I mean, even Malcolm X, like, who's like, bro, I'm not going to sing Kumbaya with people who are literally beating me over the head with a freaking baton, right? Like, there's going to be a fight eventually, which is unfortunate. Again, there should be less conflict, not more, right? So anyway, guys, that's all I have for today. Stay safe out there, and God bless. See ya.